everywhere.
As Winnipeggers head to the polls to vote in the civic election, we look at some of the mayoral candidates' plans to revitalize the city's downtown.
The success of our city, of any city, really depends on the success of the downtown.
Candidate Scott Gillingham wants to address safety concerns in the downtown area. He wants to bring more residential development, including the development of affordable housing at Portage Place, to add more residents living downtown, and he wants to rework Graham Avenue as part of the transit master plan.
That plan contemplates taking the buses off of Graham and transforming Graham into more of a pedestrian-friendly environment. To maximize a better transit service, a transit service that's more efficient and more reliable.
Gillingham's plan is to move the bus corridor to Portage Avenue, which he says is a main line in the transit plan. Sean Loney, however, says there are too many cars on the road. With the constant road construction, especially in the downtown area, he says people are getting deterred from coming downtown. Loney is promising a metro mobility transit system.
When Winnipeggers see what a modern transit system looks like, they'll be more likely to jump on transit rather than in a car, and that's how we're going to address our congestion here in the city.
Rick Schoen says Winnipeg's downtown is in desperate need of major renovations and more businesses. As a business owner himself, he says the biggest issue he faced was the city's bylaw on minimum parking requirements. Schoen says not only does it cause barriers, but it causes urban sprawl.
I would like to remove parking minimums. Just across the road here, we actually worked with a housing co-op, and one of the things that has really slowed down their process is to apply for a variance to remove parking minimums so that they can build a bigger building on the small footprint that they have.
Rana Bokhari announced a plan to redevelop Portage Place and transform the mall into a community hub. She also wants to remove the barriers and open Portage and Main.
We're trying to be, and we endeavor to be, an accessible city, a city that's open for all, that we don't have, either invisible or visible barriers preventing us from moving around the city.
University of Winnipeg urban geographer Gino DiStasio says the city lost some of the progress it made in recent years during the pandemic. He says it's up to the leadership of the new mayor and council to bring the city's downtown back to where it was before the pandemic hit.
I think the next 6 to 8 months we'll start to see a bit more of a return to normal. Hopefully not having this conversation, but maybe one that says, hey, were you at that event? Or did you see all those people? Or what about that new project? That's where I think we got to start thinking.
DiStasio says none of the candidates stand out in terms of their plans to revitalize downtown, but he's optimistic there are some good ideas. In Winnipeg, Alex Karpa, City News.